Friday night football is back, and I went to Torrey Pines High School where the Falcons faced off against the Iola Bulldogs. Before the game, Torrey Pines students and fans held a moment of silence to honor Nick Herrmann, a former student and basketball player who passed away on August 6th after a valiant battle with cancer. I had the chance to speak to one of his former basketball coaches, Jake Gilliam, and his former teammate.
Nick had osteosarcoma. It's a bone cancer that he had in his left leg. He was originally diagnosed a little over 4 years ago, and then about a year and a month or so ago, we found out the cancer had returned and that Nick was in for a second battle.
I met Herm my sophomore year, so he was a junior, and I wasn't really close with him during my sophomore year, but right as COVID hit, he reached out to me really early on, and he was like let's hang out sometime. And from there, I didn't leave his side. It was really I had a big sister growing up, but I never really had a big brother, and Herm was like a big brother. Herm was almost a father figure to me. He was really I idolized him a lot. On the team, he just pushed everyone. He was just a motivator. You see Herm, he recovered from cancer the first time, and you were like, this kid really wants it. He wants to win. He wants to be a person who you look for, and look to be a person you want to be around too.
Nick's an extraordinarily hard worker, but he's also a great person, and just his care for other people and the work that he's done in the community and on the court are the two things that stick out the most to me.
Herm was just he was a workhorse. He sort of caused everyone around him to sort of do what he did. He was a guy who was in the gym maybe 8 hours a day during COVID. He was just a person who you wanted to push you to do better. And I experienced that for all 2 years I got to play with him, and it was a fabulous experience because you just got to see a work ethic of somebody who really wants to win and be a champion.
On June 12, 2021, the Falcons basketball team played in the CIF Open Division Championship against the Cathedral Dons.
The night before, he stayed up late as hell, just trying to just work on game winners. It was the funniest thing when I talked to him about it.
After he defeated cancer the first time, Nick put in more work than any athlete I've ever seen. We were shooting through COVID outdoors on different rims and getting kicked out of parks and getting kicked out of gyms. So obviously when we found out that we were going to have a season, there was emotion right there.
Nick Herrmann not only scored 30 points, but also hit the buzzer beater 3 to win the game.
What stood out to me is how Nick was hugging everyone else and putting everyone else first, because he knew that the team meant so much to him and that he had worked so hard for not only his success, but the group's success. And just being able to see Nick's reaction and him hugging his teammates is just a moment we'll cherish forever.
It didn't seem real at first. This is the shot. And so I think it's one of the best moments in San Diego history too.
Nick's legacy will live on forever in this school. In our basketball program, we're already talking about ways of honoring him. His picture, his number will be up in our team room forever.
No person has a bad run-in with Herm. He's just a guy you sort of want to be around constantly. I feel like his impact on the community goes deeper than basketball, and Herm was probably the best person that Torrey Pines will ever see, and I think San Diego will ever see. He made an impact on so many people's lives. It's really impeccable on how he could do it while all the things he was also going through.
He's just a special person, and we'll remember him forever.